Hey folks, welcome to chapter 6, the advanced tutorials, changing column widths. Now this is where we do sort of get into some of the really more advanced bits and pieces of editing the site, in a way. Because we're going to be going into the site, the styles, and the columns folder, and we're going to be opening whatever we see in here. Now pretty much all the Gen 10s stick with the 1, 2, 3, 4 column and 2 column right formula. There may be a few versions that have additional folder depths or style sheets in there, but you'll be able to sort of read through there and see what you're looking for. It'll make sense when you get in there. But what you're really looking for is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and it may be based on a certain layout depending on the template you have, but we're talking about changing the column widths. If you're not sure what style sheet you're using, just open up your page, switch to code view, and here is the telltale answer. In the styles region at the top of your page, we will have the particular layout followed by the number of or the column style sheet, and this is where it'll tell you where to find your style sheet. In this example, we have site styles columns 3column.css. If there's additional folders that it's buried within, it'll tell you right here where to go to find your style sheet. Okay, so with that said, let's open up our 3column.css. Okay, and here's how to change the width of your columns. Up at the very top of the page, we have columns 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and this goes for all of the style sheets that relate to column widths. There are 2 or 3 sets of numbers you need to focus on. That's the margins and the overall width. Now there's a key, and you can do whatever you want as long as it fits within this key, and that is the magic number of 960 pixels. That is the maximum width that you can assign to any number of columns put together, and that includes the margins and the overall widths. If we were to add 20 and this, if we were to add the margins up, which is 40, and all the widths up, which is 920, we get a total of 960. So keeping in mind, if we add all the margins up and all the widths, it just has to equal 960. So for all this information right here, or sorry, from here to this information, this, and this, every single number in there added together can add up to no more than 960 pixels, and it's best to actually make 960 if you can. So if you want to change a width, for example, this column number 1, that's the left side column, if you needed to make it increase the size, let's say we wanted to make this 300 pixels wide. Well, we're going to have to reduce something else by 80 pixels, okay, because it was 220, we increased it by 80, we need to make something else 80 less. So we could reduce the right hand column to 140, or we could reduce the center column to 380, or we could reduce the left and the right column widths, or any combination. The key is, as long as the margins, both the left margin and the right margin, and the widths all combined total 960. So there's a little bit of math on that one to do, but other than that, you can do pretty much whatever you want with any number of columns, and that will just adjust automatically in the page for you.